Yokoso everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Simpai Podcast. Simping ain't easy, but somebody's gotta do it. And today we will be reviewing our anime series. And we have one standing rule when we're doing these reviews, and that is if you have not watched the anime, exit out of the video. We can't handle it, you can't handle it, you're gonna hate us. Your homework would be to go in, log into Crunchyroll, watch your anime, go back to the video, and in which case, we can do our review from there. But as always, leave a like, subscribe, Jana. Yokoso, and welcome to another episode of the Simpai Podcast. It's your boy Derek. Welcome back to the show, Fuss.
Yeah.
And Beej, man, you're just a regular at this point. You're just part of the main squad.
Well, good.
You're the starting rotation, man. Welcome back. So today, there's a lot of shit going down in 2023. We got the new Attack on Titan announcement. I'm a little shook because I'm not gonna lie. I thought that shit was gonna be spread out to a point to where,
but it is.
It's too spread out. Is my problem. Like, how are we gonna do 2 parts of a final?
I don't even know
season.
If we have that much content left.
Excuse me. 2 parts of a part 3 of the final season.
You can't. It is annoying, and it's the fact that I've waited so long. I haven't read the manga at all. Yeah, waiting for it to end, and it's like. I can't do it at this point.
We should be commended for not seeing spoilers at this point.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
Out of all the anime, I haven't seen anything for Attack on Titan. I'll be honest. I don't think I have.
Beej, I know you out on the Reddits, man.
Yeah.
What's going? Like, what are you seeing out there? I know the spoilers just got to be wild because.
So I had to unfollow a few subreddits if I'm being honest. It's like the Demon
shit,
Slayer
it's just
one.
harsh like that?
Yeah, no, it's crazy out there. Because they allow posts that are
Manga related?
Yeah, like strictly, but like
some bullshit.
I mean, I find my eyes wandering. I'm only human.
I know, I can't.
So
if it looks cool, I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, like this got a lot of attention, has a lot of upvotes. I'm gonna
My deep dive of YouTube
oh my god,
hurts the shit out of me.
No, YouTube is how I've been spoiled the most.
Oh, for me it's Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah, mine's a mixture of Twitter and Instagram.
Twitter gives you 1 day to watch an episode, and if you haven't watched within 12 hours, they will start talking about
Especially
it.
if you look at the content enough, because they'll be like, oh, you want to see this tweet about this person dying?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
It's not fair, bro. And I guess maybe we need to turn into just straight manga guys so we don't have this issue. But it ain't easy.
It's not.
It ain't easy. But I'm definitely looking forward to Attack on Titan. Eventually my soul will be crushed by the show, or I'll have extreme love for it. I don't know, but that's how much I love it.
All I've heard is things that are scary about the ending, though. Like, all I've heard is things is like...
We have theories.
There's definitely a divided opinion among those who are aware, or who have seen the ending, or read the ending, so...
With that coming, and I know we have My Hero going out midway, and now we got Demon Slayer... 2023 is straight fucking
Jujutsu Kaisen
content. Jujutsu too?
Yeah, Jujutsu.
Yeah, Jujutsu's
yeah.
When?
Summer?
July or
Yeah.
something?
July.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a hell of a year.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy.
Of
This
anime.
is gonna be, this is like a legendary year.
But today, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to talk about one of the most poppin' franchises right now out, and it is Chainsaw Man. Yes, today we are doing a Chainsaw Man review. And first and foremost, before we dive into this, look, for you guys who hate our spoilers, what we're going to do is we're going to have a practice of each of us are going to give a 3-word description. You can only describe this series in 3 words. And then give a little brief explanation as to why you have those 3 words. But this will be our review for you guys, non-spoiler. And then after that, you better log the hell out, because we're about to spoil the living shit out of this anime. So, Beej, if you had to describe Chainsaw Man in 3 words, what would you describe it?
So, first and foremost, I'd have to say unpredictable. Then unforgiving.
Shit.
And I'd say exciting. I couldn't get enough of it. As you know, I finished in just a few days. So.
Yeah, you marathon the living hell out of this show.
So I mean, I'm so excited about like what's to come.
Absolutely. Foster, give me 3 words to describe this show.
I mean, the first thing that came to my mind was low-key hentai. Like, I was
Dude.
Like, it was... There was a time where I was like, I don't think I can handle this. This is not my type. And then something happened where I was like, I'm okay with this.
Well, then I'll go to mine, because mine's similar. Mine is Pornhub Jujutsu Kaisen. It's essentially the same.
They have like the same. They do the same kind of character
same
builds.
Vibe. It's the same vibe. Yeah. This is where you non-spoilers need to just log the hell out. Okay, like because I gotta admit something about this show. I watched it. Look, I found a simp. I have found a simp of all simps in this show.
He really is.
But like. And I gotta admit, as a host of the Simpai Podcast, that I came to this show for a simp-ass reason. I saw Valkyrie and Bella Porch do a cosplay of this, and I'm like, I guess I'm watching Chainsaw Man. Yeah. I was like, fuck it, I guess I gotta check this shit out. And then I turn around, and Denji. Denji is the biggest simp in anime to me. Like, he's made my Mount Rushmore.
So he's more of the simp than Bam?
Simps. Look, no, here's no. Here's my Mount Rushmore of simps of anime.
Okay.
We got Denji. Denji's like George Washington. Then we got Brock from Pokemon.
Oh, is he the George Washington?
No. He's Thomas Jefferson. I don't even know if he's in the Mount Rushmore. But he's on the fucking mountain.
He's gotta be up there.
We got Sanji from One Piece for me, and then my fourth on the simp list is Master Roshi from Dragon Ball.
Are we calling him a simp? He's just horny. He's just a horny old man.
Oh, so he's much more down bad.
Yeah, he's not a simp, but he's more like...
Muten Roshi was going to give away the secrets of the Turtle Hermit School for some porno mags.
Yeah, he just needs something, you know? He's a turtle hermit.
Okay, all right. So we're saying Denji's the bigger simp here.
I'm surprised you didn't put Bam there.
So
you always said talk about Bam being...
Bam is a simp. Bam's a mega.
But he probably doesn't have enough personality to be up there. I understand that.
I got you, but I mean, do you have any disagreements with the rest of the list?
I don't.
Okay, all right, because Denji is at the next level. But I think the first thing we got to tackle on this show is just the plot. We'll just do a breakdown, real quick. What did you think of that plot? Where were you at with it?
Where was I at with it? I mean.
Was it fun to you?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I didn't know what was the hell was going on for like a long time, and I still don't really like. I mean, we're still in.
It's the strange thing about this show is that this is all for the pursuit of titties.
Oh my god! It's what's keeping him alive at this point. Like, he wants to fuck Makima so bad.
How old is Denji? 16, 17? What are we guessing?
17.
I think they said he was 17.
That's prime. Like, ooh, I need titties.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a 13-year-old's just fascination of it.
Yeah. Well, he was deprived.
Yeah, he was.
So, he was deprived of everything.
Yeah, that's why. It's like, I can see why you're this way. But...
I'm very interested with this plot because I think this series understands what it is. It's not, 100%, we're going to make this as deep as fucking possible, right? Mm-hmm. This show is 100% fun. We're going to have fun with it. But at the same time, there's our underlying themes. But the characters in this show, I think, is what drives it. And that's what I really want to fucking dive into this show. But Foster, tell me about the plot analysis. You got...
For me, I think early on, I was watching, but I was not, looking forward to that Tuesday for Chainsaw Man, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was wavering on the line because I was enjoying the characters because it felt fresh. It felt new.
Yeah.
The kind of things, how they move, how they talk. But I was like... There was so much sexual energy I was not ready for that I was like, what are we doing? Like, if that was the whole show,
is it anything?
I probably would have ended up dropping it, but around episode 6, 7, I was like, I saw kind of like the path of where it was going.
Yeah.
Like, the episode may not even had a lot of action, but just the way they kind of were framing what their goals are.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm into it. It took a bit for me.
Yeah.
I was on the line, but once I got hooked around 7, 8, and I'm like, okay, I can get into this.
And I agree. I think the characters of this show are like its biggest strength because I have a lot of fun with it. Yeah.
They don't act like your normal kind of shonen type of characters. I
mean, let's talk Denji, right? Most main characters are fucking stupid.
This man is dumb.
But this guy has no thoughts other than ass. Yeah.
But
I gotta respect. Denji is going to be a host of this podcast one of these days. He's gonna be with us, just be like, hey.
I mean, for me, he's a man who has dreams and he hits them. He reaches them. quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
He was like, I'm gonna touch some
Baby
titties.
cost.
I remember
Yeah.
the first time I thought about touching titties, it didn't happen for a very long time. This man happened like next episode. He got it.
Squeeze.
He earned it. He earned it.
Off a bat demon.
He earned it.
Ain't that some bullshit? And by the way, and here's another thing that I think that, like, Power, right? Power kind of robbed him.
Oh, with the pads?
Yeah, with the pads. It's like my G.
I remember watching him like, I feel exactly how Denji would.
I'm like, what is this?
I'm an ass man anyway, but I was like, I feel a little, taken advantage of.
I agree, because but I don't know. Power seems less human than anything, so it almost doesn't count.
Well, she's not. She's a fiend, so
She is a straight fiend. But I will say that, like, of all the characters, I actually love Power the most for her personality.
I like her too.
Because she's a big shit talker, but she can't back any of it to me.
And this is like a pathological liar.
Oh, she is, and the way she talks.
She talks like she's a hero from like a shonen anime.
Yes.
Like,
Tis my food.
Her vocabulary is like very interesting.
like watch as I
Yeah.
take out all these zombies, and
Yeah.
Denji's like, deuces.
I love that. He just goes upstairs or some
upstairs.
shit.
I'm not fucking with this.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
So, like, yeah, Power won over my heart just because she's just, and it's weird, and this is why I said that on my whole Pornhub Jujutsu Kaisen. the vibe between Denji and Power is the same as Itadori and Nobara.
Yeah.
Where it's just their stupidity bounces off
Yeah,
of
they
each
kinda-
other,
yeah,
and
they
it's
do
just
kinda-
really
they do
fun.
kinda
They're
do
just like,
that.
hey. You know what I mean? They love that shit. So, yeah, I really vibed off of those two. But, like, where were you at with Power? Like, did you end up liking her as much? Or
Yeah,
was it
well,
a-
I hated Power at first because I was
really?
like, "Who is this fucking lunatic?" It's just like, she's lying on my boy Denji's name, like, bold-faced lies. But then, yeah, I don't know. It's like, I mean, I'd say over time she won me over. Just it's because, like you said, like her vocabulary is kind of weird, and she just kind of wants to have like a good time. It doesn't really.
It is.
care.
Like she
It's
is
like
a character.
Yeah.
She is a character.
Yeah, for sure.
Straight up. And I mean, they just compliment Denji really well.
Yeah.
It's like a sidekick, and then it's just the whole. I'm telling you, this whole thing is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, no, I mean, it's all over
'cause
Twitter
Aki
via.
is the same as Megami to
Oh, yeah.
me. You know what I mean? It's the
love-
same
yeah.
vibe where you got one straight and narrow motherfucker. I feel bad for Aki. I feel bad for Aki more so.
I feel real bad for Aki. This fool's gonna die. Like, he is going to die.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
This shit is cut in half.
And I'll be honest, I can't wait for that episode because I'm probably gonna really enjoy
It's
it.
gonna be, yeah. It's
probably
probably
a great episode.
wild episode.
Yeah, because when he goes to Future Demon to make a contract, he's like, bro, this shit gonna be, it's gonna suck.
I'm not gonna take anything from you. I just want to be there.
He's like,
just
bro,
wanna chill."
I'm just gonna live in your eye.
Right here.
But it was interesting to me there. Yeah, so Aki, he's the more driven one. Yeah, is he, typically boring? Yeah, but I'm still interested in his backstory. I'm interested in like his motivation. Clearly, Gun Devil's a
And
sinister
techniques,
motherfucker.
when he did that the little hand thing and the fox head came
Oh,
through,
for his,
I was like,
yeah.
hold up. Where did this come from? This man pulled a nine-tails fox head and just ate this dude up.
Well, he's full of mysteries, because even, I remember when they were stuck in that hotel, right? And he was about to pull out his sword, and old girl's like, no. Like,
Yeah.
we're not using it today.
And I was
So
like-
I'm like, how strong is that sword?
I want to see the sword.
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. So Aki's just like a really interesting character, even though he's like the bland one compared, because you have to have one when you have fucking Denji and
Yeah.
Power just bullshitting around. They're just some ignorant
He
motherfuckers.
is like the
bro.
epitome of like you're babysitting your two drunk friends and you're completely sober. That is Aki's life.
It's his
It's
job.
just power
For the rest of his
and
life,
Power
bro.
and Denji just bouncing off everywhere, being half demons.
For the rest of his half-cut
He's
life.
trying to smoke outside. That's all he's trying to do.
Yeah, man, he really is, man. He's just trying to have a little bit of peace in there. And then we can go over to Makima. Look, there's a whole sub-community. There's a whole sub-community that I have never seen in a long time in anime, where they just simp for every girl in this show. But it seems like Power and Makima just got this thing that people love, including the ones I simp for. But with that being the case, what do you think of Makima? What was the most intriguing about her.
The most intriguing thing for me is like how powerful she is. I guess I didn't know what to expect from her. I just thought, like, head honcho. Mm-hmm. I guess I don't know why I expected her to not be like the strongest person in this anime.
Oh, it was my initial assumption that she had no powers at all.
Yeah.
Really?
And she was just bad like that. And, and she just commanded people.
I thought she was just head honcho, and then that was
her demeanor, I knew she was the shit. The way she acted, the way she talked to Denji, like, I own you, like, she meant that shit.
Yeah.
As in, like, at any point, I can kill you.
And they will.
And I was like, yes, please.
Now, I got to ask you a question, Foster. Now that we brought up owning you. Because I'm under the impression that you were bricked up at some point in this series.
Okay. Look, things happen.
Yeah. It was Makima, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I remember the beginning when Denji barked for food, and I was like, I would never bark for food. And then I went to episode 6 when she was I don't know, what's the word I want to use? Just seductively talking to Denji. I had to text my homies, like, anybody else hard from watching Chainsaw Man? Just me? Nobody else?
You're a BDSM guy, aren't you?
I'm really not. I'm really not.
That's what we're talking about here.
I rewatched the episode last night because I was trying to, refresh for this, not for anything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like,
just 7
I just remember just like when she was like touching the fingers together, I was like, yo, that would have got me. I would have already been done. I would bark for her.
When you texted that,
for Makima.
I thought it was for God.
Himeno?
When Himeno was on top of Denji, I thought that's what you were referencing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Himeno's my number 2.
Oh, you wild.
Himeno's overpowered for me. I'm gonna be straight up.
Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, Power is more, she gives me a kid vibe.
Yeah.
So I can't perceive her as like a waifu.
I'm the same way.
You know what I mean? Like, she's mentally a child, so I can't.
Yeah, for sure.
Himeno's the type of friend that's going to agree with all the bad decisions y'all want to make. Like, when we should, like, stay in or do something, like, you want to go out, get some drinks, get fucked up, Himeno's ready down to do that.
I think that's what I like about her.
Oh, so you fuck with Himeno too? Over here.
I think the most probably.
Over Makima, you say?
Personally, yes. Just because I've seen what I've seen, man.
I'd let Makima ruin my life.
I'm a grudge holder.
I'd let Makima ruin my life,
if
too.
Himeno's...
I would have barked immediately. I'm like, oh, you want me to bark?
I'm too prideful to bark immediately, but now I would.
No,
I mean, because you got to ask like who you're simping for at this point. But for me, when Denji was when Makima asked Denji like, "Hey, can you feed yourself?" and he was like, "No, I can't."
Yeah, I know. I was like,
my dude. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need some help too.
That's why I was like, that's why I was like, this show is wild. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like liking it, but I was also like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
I agree.
And I remember this show had so much hype from the manga.
Yeah.
For months they were talking about Chainsaw Man on Twitter. I saw it. They were hyping up so much. They had an anime adaptation coming, so I was like, I'll just wait for it. I had no idea what it was going to be like. And I was like, this is what we were hyping up? This is strange.
And
it took me a second to get into it, but I got really into it afterwards.
And it took me away, and I guess I got to go back to it, because Makima is just so much to talk about. But she is the most interesting to me.
She's the most mysterious.
Because complex. I will tell you, here's my intuition. She is the antagonist of the series.
Anti-hero?
I think she is the antagonist of the series.
Interesting.
I think that the reason why people are going balls to the wall to kill her is for a good reason. Because, I mean, we saw her fucking power up there, bro. She is God if she learns your name.
That was a cheat code.
All she has to do is sacrifice people from the prison.
Yeah, the people.
She's going to Mafia dude at the end, right? Being like, just tell me the names of your family. And he's thinking, he's under no threat. Yeah. He's like, nah, bro. If she knows y'all's names,
you're done.
It's fucking over. She got Death Note.
Yeah, she got a low-key Death Note.
It's verbal Death Note.
She just needs a body, to sacrifice for it. But.
And it's the way that she had lack of empathy when they were asking, you knew this shit was going to happen, didn't you? And she just didn't say shit. I'm like, oh, okay, Makima, you kind of had some evil intentions here.
I've heard inklings about that through Twitter and all that she's hiding something or she's got ulterior motives for everything.
Yeah.
Which I love. So
You're ultimate simp today.
am I?
Yes. You're telling me you're willingly joining the forces of evil.
I'm not calling
So
her
you
evil.
can have a
First
pink-haired
thing, you
woman.
know I'm not the hero in any scenario.
Yeah,
you know
but
it's not my
sometimes you
choice.
can surprise me and be an anti-hero. I don't
That's
know.
my usual. My
Hisoka
usual
at
would be
best.
Hisoka. That's like I'm doing my thing. Sometimes it can be good. Sometimes it probably is evil as shit. But it's just what I want to do. And so
So you're down for the Makima shadiness a little bit.
100%.
Me, it's lured me away a little bit. I'm like, I gotta step back.
It's because you like squishies. And for those who did not
She
know,
is squishy in personality,
Bro, she-
but I realize that
nah,
she's.
that's an act.
I know, which is why I don't trust her. I need a straight up squishy. I need
And
an
for those who don't
Orihime.
understand the term, for those who don't understand the term squishy is the girl. It's like trying to open like a jar of like jam and just can't. And it's like, oh, Derek, can you open this jar for me?
I'll be like,
And Derek's like,
I get that jar
I got it. And that's what Derek wants.
Derek-kun.
I want someone to talk shit to me.
Fair enough.
Spit on me and call me dirt. No?
We'll get to that point. But I think we covered the main kind of cast of 4, right? And I think that they carry so much weight for the series, but even the side characters are extremely interesting to me. And that's what I want to kind of ask you guys about. What side character was kind of y'all's like main draw? Like, what's somebody who's very just interests you going forward, right, in the series? Because let me tell you, Scaredy Cat Girl, I fuck with her, man.
I'm interested, fam.
I'm
I'm interested.
Look, because here's the thing. I love people who are strong and hide it.
Yeah.
She's strong as shit. This was Foster. This was to reference My Hero. This girl is a bigger surprise to me than Tape Dude. Where Tape Dude's low key strong.
I would
Sarah?
say she's better than Tape Dude.
This girl, I thought, got nothing in the tank.
Yeah, I was like, is she gonna die
So
yet?
I just rewatched the early episodes because it's the one I knew the least amount.
What's her
And
name? I'm sorry. What was
Kobani.
Kobani. Yes.
But she literally when I think Himeno was kind of like describing them, it was like Kobani is scared, fearful, not confident, but has talent. And the dude, I don't know, he had a long name.
He's forgettable.
Hiro Kazu Arai.
He was like he has motivation, but not as much talent.
Yeah.
And it was correct. It was exactly that.
Yeah. But I don't know. She interested me because I didn't when the girl with the snake demon, right? Went to go attack her. She's like, "Did you just kill my homeboy?" And then she's like, "Yeah." And then she just fucking just pulls out the knife and is doing acrobatic shit.
Yeah.
Took off Katana Man's arm. Grabs a gun midair, starts shooting. I'm like, and then uses Denji's corpse as a shield. I'm like, she cold blooded, bro.
So that
She's nasty.
That whole episode was wild.
That was a
I
wild
remember
ass.
I was watching it. And I was like, this is one massive genjutsu because how are all these people dying?
This is a Execute Order 66, like
I-
Star Wars.
Like I knew Makima
episode.
was gonna be alive, but everybody else, I was like, everybody's getting knocked down.
I think you're a fool if you thought Makima was going to be dead.
No, yeah, I knew Makima was gonna be alive.
Like, clearly.
Yeah.
But like, I couldn't believe that Himeno died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I really liked her character.
Yeah, she was interesting to me. I like her ghost, her ghost
her
devil.
her ghost ability. That shit was cool.
I was still waiting because I know Makima came back. I was waiting for Himeno to come back, and I was like, oh, I guess it's not gonna happen. So I kind of
It's
like.
unfortunate.
So I like when we talked about it before. I like stakes.
Yeah,
Early on, people can go.
fair.
We already know that Aki is going to die at some point.
And it's going to be gruesome.
It's probably going to be
It's
gruesome.
gonna be super shit.
Denji dies all the fucking time.
Yeah, it's all
Power
good.
may go too at some point. And all the people that introduced, like the Angel guy.
Ooh, I'm very interested in
There's like
Angel, too.
Angel Devil.
They brought in 4 people with different abilities, and they're gonna have that cast and grow out. Someone's gonna die at some point, and I like that. I like not knowing what's gonna happen.
Definitely stakes.
Yeah.
And sidebar for you guys: is Angel a guy or a girl?
Guy.
Because I can't tell.
I thought it was a girl.
I thought it was a guy.
I mean, we're wearing a suit here, but the voice is feminine, and I don't know what's going on. I'm not asking for simp purposes. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Hey, I am.
I'm just.
This is a free space, Derek. If you wanna,
Oh, male.
I've been watching anime too long. I know this shit.
So there you go. Angel Devil. I know Shark Man is Shark Man.
I'm still simping for the Angel Devil. I don't
Nothing
care.
changes.
That's a dope design.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The cosplay in this year is going to be straight Makima and Power.
I'm ready.
I
so
feel like
easy too.
I'm ready for.
Because look,
if
girls
you have
already
a-
love to wear bunny ears for Halloween, so all you got to do this time is
Just little horns.
devil horns.
Yeah, and then you just need a white button down,
Yeah.
black pants, and a tie.
Matt Surrey gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna.
Can't wait for Matt Surrey this year,
Yeah, that's
man.
gonna be cool.
We're gonna have a good little range. But I did my side character. You had the same one. You're interested in her?
Kobani is the most interesting one to me because it's like why are you so scared if you're so nasty? I mean, I understand just like an overall fear of like dying
And you know what I didn't mention is that we still don't know her devil contract. She didn't have
Yeah.
to use it yet.
Maybe she doesn't have.
So
maybe she doesn't
she-
have one yet.
No, she has one because I remember Eye Patch.
Himeno.
Himeno definitely referenced. I'm sorry.
disrespectful.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's B-Day's girl.
But
dog.
you know, it's not mine, as you can see. So yeah, I was very interested because she definitely confirmed that she has like a hidden power or hidden contract, right? When we were kind of asking about in the hotel, so she's afraid to use it, so she must be pretty damn strong herself.
Yeah.
Do you think Denji will get one outside of like because he can become a devil? So I guess there's no point in getting a contract, but right now he's just I'm gonna slash you.
Well,
Do you think he evolves at any point?
this man is going around going buck. this little chainsaw dude. This man has no strategy. You think he's gonna make a contract?
Okay,
I
sorry.
feel like eventually he
Unless
might have to.
Makima is a devil. That we
Well,
don't
I
know.
thought it was weird.
everyone
how-
Maybe that is the
Would-
contract he's in.
Would other people sense it?
Fair enough.
I guess, yeah. They would have been able to like smell it or something.
True.
I don't want that to happen because they're gonna give some bullshit reason why they couldn't.
But unless Makima is just like OP in some weird way, where like
she already kind of is.
her shit
bro,
is
what do you mean?
is untraceable though.
Oh, maybe
It's-
so.
So
That's fair.
I would need a good reason for that.
Well, Foz, I didn't think we even asked you. Is there a side character on here that just intrigues the shit out of you?
I
on this
really
show?
liked Himeno. If we're counting her as a side, I'm sad that she died.
R.I.P.
I guess she has to be a side now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would like to see more Captain Kishibe.
For sure.
I love the voice actor.
Yeah.
He's kind of crazy. He's down with the shit.
What? That was the requirement for the squad.
Yeah.
You gotta be fucking out of your mind to be in squad 4.
And and if he's just like bodying Power and Denji,
well, Power ain't that strong.
Hammered drunk at the same
it's
time.
still a fiend. Yeah,
He is.
always keep that thing on him,
Sauced.
drinking but he's still smacking both of them.
And we haven't even seen his contract.
And he's not-
bro.
yeah,
We
he's not
haven't
doing
even-
any of that. He's
Yeah,
just-
bro, he's just playing around.
He's taking a warm up jog, just beating the shit.
Wasn't Power throwing a spear at his ass through a door, and he
Yeah.
already just knew to
Yeah.
dodge? I'm like, oh, bro,
So
you
he's
nasty.
sick. I would like he's the sensei. I would like to see him
Going
throughout.
serious.
Like I understand he's probably too strong to just be everywhere,
Yeah.
but we've seen Makima's power. I want to see Kishibe's power.
It's just like he's old too. It's like
He's
you're
been in
not
the game a
supposed
long
to be
time.
old as a devil
this
hunter.
division,
Yeah,
yeah.
like you're like that's not a thing.
Is he implied to be strong? Because he said he was the strongest,
He said
right?
he was the
Is he
strongest.
stronger than Makima, you think?
Well, we don't know his power. We know Makima's power has no like distance constraints.
I was gonna say Makima can kill him at any time.
But I bet you Makima. I bet you Makima has another power besides just saying her name and squishing you. You know, I bet you she does. That's just something she can do on her Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
But I know she's got something else.
Damn.
But are we calling Makima a true devil hunter? She's not really out there hunting devils like
I'm
that.
calling Makima a god.
Alright.
I think you're agreeing for a different reason, and I'm
Like,
disturbed.
you call me massive simp, but
Hey, bro.
I mean,
no, she's just
Makima
strong.
only has to mobilize when like
She needs to.
shit is hitting the fan. Yeah.
I mean, she was hitting the head with a bullet, and she just bounced back up. So
Yeah,
clearly,
they never really explain that.
which is
with
a
her,
devil
so I'm not dead.
regenerative ability,
There's something there.
which is making me think
but
that maybe she's just a devil herself.
She knew it was coming, so she probably had some plan. You know, they're gonna make something up at some point.
Damn, she just let her homeboy right next to her die like
Bro, a
that.
homeboy guy.
It's for the
Yeah, he
plan.
got murked.
It's for you gotta think long. You gotta think long ahead of it.
True.
She can get another backup.
Yeah.
She can get another right hand man. No problem.
And I think going from that, I mean, we talked about that, and I can talk characters all day with this show, but I mean, there's other aspects. We got to talk about the animation.
I was gonna say my main thing when I wasn't like caring for the plot of the anime, the aesthetics of it.
Yeah.
Love the animation, the music, the outros that were all different. Like they did a lot of things right that kept me in before I even got hooked into the show.
See, I have an unpopular opinion about the animation, and I love Mappa, but I just think we're implementing too much of the 3Ds again.
So
I think we're trying too hard, and it does work in fight scenarios sometimes.
So I was also put off by that. I don't like the 3D. So when I first saw the 3D chainsaw head, I was like, I'm not really. The way it moves is just, it's not smooth.
Yeah.
Why are we in such a movement right now where every studio is trying to force 3D into every show,
Is it more expensive? Is that what it sounds like? It's like, oh, we put X amount of money in this.
and therefore you should like it
Yeah.
type of thing? I don't know.
But I don't know anybody who's like, oh, it has great 3D animation. I don't know anybody who likes it.
The best implication to me is Demon Slayer.
It's because they didn't do a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they may have overdid it just like slightly because they
For
even
Chainsaw?
used it when they didn't have to. Yeah, because it would just be like a normal scene where like there's no fighting going on and they implemented like
It just looks too stiff.
extra anime. Yeah.
Is
It looks too.
Is this the type of animation, like not talking about fights, but the way they walk, with they move? Is it where like they have like a human and they kind of mimic that sort of movement?
Yeah.
So sometimes in the beginning I was like, this is weird. Other times I kind of loved it.
It worked. That's what I'm saying. It's an on and off for me reaction. I think when they're doing like
Because some movements are so realistic. The way they move their hair at their face.
Yeah, I
Some
like
of
that.
it is crazy realistic. I like.
But sometimes if they're like handing you a bottle of sake, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why did you
It
choose to go 3D right
It
there?
feels
And
it
just-
feels stuttered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. I don't think we're there yet, but it seems like. And look, I love Mappa as a studio, right? But we're force feeding 3D a little too much.
I mean, they did some stuff in Attack on Titan that I was like, eh.
See, yeah, and I'm surprised because I thought that, and from what I've seen a lot of, is that the animation is very love for Chainsaw Man, and for me, I thought that was like the part that I'm like, like it was all right. I mean, it works in the they even switch between 3D and the intro, right? Where in the beginning they cycle in, that's all 3D, and then they go back to 2D and shit. By the way, with Denji cheesing in the beginning, it just makes me laugh every fucking time because he's like just cheesing him, like you think I'm funny?
I like how they just had just massive movie references in the intro, which is also like,
Oh, it is. What is that?
they have
I
Reservoir
saw
Dogs.
that.
They have so many movies.
They had
like you. Well, I'll show you a video afterwards, but it references like 7, 8
What's
movies.
the bowling thing where he was like?
Oh,
Was
Big-
that just a
Big
sexual?
Lebowski. Big
Oh, that
Lebowski.
was. Oh, okay. I was always wondering why that was
No,
randomly in
because
there.
like the author loves kind of like the pop culture movies,
yeah.
and because Jujutsu Kaisen did the same thing.
Interesting.
Right.
Remember when
Yeah,
because
the
Itadori
number-
was like, I want to do a Kamehameha wave or Bankai. I want to do
yeah.
Rasengan. And he just named like, or it was like or what was it? Jennifer Lawrence, so he's like a tall girl with a fat ass.
Yeah, dog. They had the Lord of the
Toto.
Rings
Yeah.
straight up in like he was
Yeah.
watching the Lord.
So
of the
I
Rings.
like
Really?
that kind of like implementation of real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how Chainsaw Man did that as well.
It's like breaking a third wall in a sense. I didn't realize that they had done that though on
No,
the
yeah.
intro.
I'll show you the video afterwards. They reference the whole thing is just like referencing different movies and shows the whole time.
Oh
in the intro.
shit! I had no idea, dude. But as far as we talked a little bit about the animation. So for the music, and Beej, I'm gonna cross this over to you because I know you're a big fan or you're interested in how they went about the music in this series. Talk to me, man.
Well, as far as like the
Intros,
the
outros, yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, I thought the intro was a banger, of course.
Already
I
on
thought
my phone.
Yeah, no, it's
It's on
like,
your phone too?
Yeah.
It captured the mood and everything. It captured everything perfectly.
It is.
I was like, if I would have like heard it just like randomly,
Yeah.
like, this sounds like it could be like a Chainsaw Man intro.
I agree.
Yeah, but
It keeps up with the feel of the series.
yeah,
right?
no, definitely. Like, it got me ready to watch Chainsaw Man every single time. And, like, I skipped it a couple times just because I was in, like, a marathon phase where I was just like, let's just get to the content.
Yeah.
I'm
But,
gonna be honest, I skipped every time.
The intro?
Every
Besides
time?
the first 2 times.
So you hated the
no,
intro?
No. I was just like, I listened to it. I listened to the song. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of watched the intro for the references.
I thought the visuals were so dope.
I watched
Yeah.
the outros every single time, though.
Oh, yeah.
I watched every outro
You
because
have
every
to.
outro was different.
You have to.
This is awkward. Because I wasn't a big
Well-
fan of the outros.
So, I wasn't a big fan of about half of them.
But the fact that everyone
But,
was
like,
different, and a different
yeah.
visual, and a different song, I just watched it to see if I liked it.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple, I found out when it was different when I watched back-to-back episodes, and I was like, wait, this was different. And I went back and watched all the outros. I'm like, oh my god, they're all different.
Yeah.
Even if the songs I don't like, I just like how they did that.
I think, the uniqueness of it. I don't think any anime has ever done that before.
At
They're
least
just
nothing
fucking
I've watched.
switching.
Nothing I've watched is ever
I don't
had.
know, and I'm glad they did it for outros because I don't know how I'd feel about the intro changing every time.
Intros are bigger.
I'm like,
intros
no,
are
you
the-
can't do that to me.
I
But
told
like,
that
the
to
outros
Foster.
are different.
I thought it was a
That was
new
different.
intro and outro. I was like, oh my god, like this show
That's
is
a little too much.
too
yeah,
much.
that's
That's why
why.
it's
No,
too
no,
much.
no, we
Yeah.
agreed on that.
Yeah.
Like it would have been like what's going on?
Intros are bigger than that. Intros is a statement, you know?
That's
Yeah.
a lot of money, bro. Do you know how many artists they sign just to do? Hey, I just need to do one intro,
Dog,
one ending. I mean,
Yeah.
for us
Like
for the series. Now, I did download, I'd say 2 of the 12, but the other 10, I'm just not as big of a
I think
fan
I
of.
downloaded
I
one.
haven't
so
downloaded
far.
any, but I just know that there's a couple that I really enjoyed and the visuals I really liked.
Yeah.
I have no idea which ones they were though.
Yeah, man, and that's shit, dude.
I just like the effort at the bare minimum. I love the effort of it.
Oh my. Well, yeah. I mean, that's going above and beyond.
And I think that's the last category we gotta rate here on this anime is the uniqueness. Do you feel it's unique enough, or are we too contrived from already made animes here?
I think for the fact that it's borderline a Jujutsu Kaisen replica, it's still very unique in its own way. If you get what I'm saying.
Where do you think that it divides from Jujutsu?
I think how the characters interact with each other. I think their basic personalities are like, oh, this person's Megumi, this person is like they're all that's that person.
Yeah.
But kind of the way they act, how they talk, I think that is still different.
Okay.
Besides Aki, I think Aki and Megumi are still very
Just similar
similar.
off the cut.
but I don't know. I think it's still actually a very unique anime for being a borderline replica, if you want to say that.
Yeah. Where were you thinking, Bees? Do you think it was too similar to Jujutsu? Did you feel...
No, I mean, I definitely saw the similarities because I was thinking the same thing. Like when I was just watching it on my own, I was like, "This is kind of like Jujutsu in like an interesting way." But I mean, obviously there are tons of differences.
I think that, and I don't remember as much from Jujutsu, but I was interested in their power system here.
Yeah.
Because it comes at a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Does Jujutsu come at a sacrifice for theirs? Like, does Megami have to sacrifice for his
It's
Chimera?
not a sacrifice.
No, they have rules. I mean,
Yeah.
like if one of his I don't know what to call it at this point, the little shadow monsters. We'll
Yeah.
say.
Shikigami.
Yeah, Shikigami.
Yeah.
Yeah. If one of the Shikigami dies, they cannot
Get him again.
Get him again. They just go back into another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they
What-
merged
what-
together.
and I'm like, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It has its own little stakes. You can't just have your guys go out there and die. I think besides the snake one, I think the snake one can be revived.
I think the snake one's just gone.
I thought you said the snake one can be continuously revived, but I don't know.
It's been a while.
It's interesting, and it was taken from because it's similar to a system of a series that y'all probably haven't seen yet, but it's called Darker Than Black, where the only way you can get a supernatural power is by making a contract with the devil. So everybody's called contractors. In which case, you have to give up the thing you hate the most.
Hate the most or love?
You have to do the thing you hate the most in order to have supernatural powers.
I gotta eat broccoli.
So I think like one lady, right? Her mom died from lung cancer from smoking too many cigarettes, so she hates smoking. But in order for her to have ice powers, she has to smoke a pack every single day.
A pack?
Yeah, but that's like her contract in order to be strong.
Damn.
So it's that kind of like payment system. So I enjoyed the fact that Chainsaw Man, at least for contracts, aside from Aki's shitty ass situation, you got to pay the price. Now Ghost was a little harsh on old girl. I'm like, but we gonna take a whole arm?
Yeah.
When it was like, oh, she's a mess. I was like, yo, don't you can say it to her face like that.
Yeah.
I was like, she's a mess. He was like, I'm gonna give everything. He was like, oh, you look bet.
It's the fact that she sacrificed everything and it still amounted to nothing really hurt me. Because she seemed like deep down, like, you know, she's a chill girl. She's just like, hey, let's have breakfast every morning, you know, let's chill. Like, you need to help me hook up with Aki, and I'm going to help you with Makima, you know? It was just going to be a little teamwork situation, and then it just didn't work out that way.
I can't believe I didn't see it coming. When you look over it again, I guess it's obvious.
Yeah.
Because it always has those type of conversations before someone dies.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is episode 7.
I did not expect that.
It's not going yet.
Yeah. I would say that this series was, as far as uniqueness, it's not very, because it's very similar to shows that have already out. But the power system of the show is what keeps me interested, because it comes at a sacrifice, right? And because I feel like there's stakes.
I just disagree with that, because I just feel like, I know we say it's a replica, but when I watch it, I was like, this just feels weird, feels different. Like, you
didn't watch that and say, man, this is Jujutsu Kaisen?
No, I did immediately. I was like, oh, this is... But, like, I told Miles to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah. I'm not telling Miles to watch Chainsaw Man.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. But...
I don't think he's ready.
He's not.
Miles, for y'all's reference, is it's a guy who's, you know, he's new to the show, but if you ever have a friend out there who A, can only watch English, and B, only watch a series in the background but doesn't really pay attention, that's a Miles type of consumer.
If I were to ask him his favorite anime, he would say The Avatar. That's the type of person we're dealing with.
Which is a great show,
not anime,
but not an anime. By the way, they are making a third Avatar.
Saw that.
Is it just me, or I feel like Earth is the least interesting of the 4?
It is, but it's got to be better than Legend of Korra.
I didn't love The Legend of Korra.
Did you watch all of it?
Yeah, I saw all of Korra.
I just know a lot that happens.
I didn't like Korra as much as Aang.
I don't think anyone liked Korra as much as Aang.
Yeah. I learned that they like severed her connection to all the other avatars.
Did they?
Yeah, like so she can't.
At
so,
one point, remember?
They did.
So
you're
the next
right.
avatar, the next avatar is only what's her face.
Fuck, just Korra is your only reference.
Just Korra.
Yikes!
And I'm like, that is wild.
That's unfortunate. No
so I thought that was
you.
a crazy decision by them. But
yeah, well,
I heard mixed reviews about Legend Korra.
I wouldn't watch it again.
He's like, I wouldn't watch it again.
No, I'd watch Avatar again, but I don't think I'm watching Legend of Korra again.
Yeah.
She annoyed me more than she didn't.
Really? Because Aang was a child.
That's why
but he grows. You know?
He's such a pussy for me, so.
Hot take.
Yeah, hot take there. But we're getting off track. Because we're over here talking about Chainsaw. We gotta get back on stage. Yeah. So, with that being said, I think with the uniqueness, you know, kind of varying for each of us, we got to give a rating for this show. I see it. I rate this almost in the same sense that I look at like One Punch Man or Kill la Kill, where you understand what the series is, but maybe it's a little bit more serious.
I would say it's a little more serious than
it's more serious, but I think that its main draw, at least for me, is a fun ass show. It's a fun show to watch. So with that being said, and as easy as I read it, I'm gonna watch it. 8 out of 10 for me for Chainsaw Man. It has everything that I want to see kind of going down the line, where I want to see future fights, whose powers who's the actual bad guy? Who am I going to simp for in the future? Who knows what baddie is going to be in this mix?
What grade did you give Bleach?
Bleach? 7.5.
So you like Chainsaw Man more than
Slightly more than Bleach, yes. Because Chainsaw Man doesn't have a pacing issue to me like Bleach did.
I'll go next. I'm wavering between 7 and 7.5. I mean, I feel like 7 is that's a 7 is a C. I don't think they're a C show.
Do you feel like that's disrespectful?
I feel like a 7 would be disrespectful.
Yeah. So 7.5.
But I feel like I can be a tough grader. I feel like nothing really gets 9s and 10s.
Yeah.
Almost nothing gets 9s and 10s.
Yeah.
I'll give it 7.5. I'll give it 7.5 because it's still very good. I still enjoyed it. It took me a second to get into it. But I'm
what
excited
episode did you say it finally kind of took your attention?
I think it took me like 6 or 7 where I was like, I'm now interested in the path they're going.
What was happening there?
I don't know. I just remember it was an episode where it wasn't necessarily, it was an episode after Makima did her talking thing. I'll also say that.
So after you got breaked up.
It was the episode after where, because it seemed, the show was like aimless for me. It was like, oh, I'm about titties, I'm about ass, try to hook it with Makima. And I was like, I wasn't just crazy about it. But when they kind of like narrowed down where it was like, oh, Gun Devil, other shit, everyone's got their own motives. I was like, okay, now I'm kind of invested in in characters.
Yeah.
So I'll say 7.5.
Okay. All right, Beach. Where you at this
See, I was in between like 8, 8.5 probably.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's my inexperience talking, but
No,
it's,
dude,
it's
you're
the way
valid.
you like
It's
it.
how you
it's
perceive
the way
it.
you're.
I mean,
you
I was
like
intrigued from essentially the very beginning.
No, I was too. I had a lot of fun watching this
shit. When I saw like how he got his powers and how like R.I.P. R.I.P. to Pochita. Well, I guess
Still
he's
alive. Still alive.
Yeah.
Pochita is alive.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him. I felt bad for Denji in that beginning.
For sure. That's what I was like. This is terrible.
Actually, I felt more sentiment towards Denji in episode 1 and 2 because I felt like, oh, this just dude had no break in life.
We watched it last night, and I was like, yo, this dude's getting stabbed a lot.
Yeah, dog.
It's like fucked up. Like, he had a sad ass life, but then when he comes back with it, he does nothing with his revived life.
He's just a fiend.
No,
yeah.
he's eating and touching boobs. Don't say he's doing nothing. All right.
He is accomplishing some shit.
He is like a
He's talking to high level women, and he's going home with them.
Power ain't high level. Okay. Power did him dirty.
Do you think power's not a 1 on the binary scale?
Yes.
yeah.
Regrettably so.
But yeah, no. I mean, for me personally, I mean, it caught my attention right away. Like, I'd say in like the first half of the first episode, I was like, all right, like, where's this shit going, kind of. But I just feel like that is just like, it's just like the way first episodes and stuff go for most series. It's like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this yet.
Yeah.
But for me personally, like, it caught my attention more in the first episode than I'd say, like, even like Jujutsu did, if I'm being honest.
Wow.
But I watched Jujutsu at like a different point. Like, Jujutsu was probably I'd say like the third anime I watched in total. It went Attack on Titan, Haikyuu, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, man, you're going wild.
Yeah, I was just all over the place. So yeah, no, I mean the first episode of Jujutsu, I was intrigued, but I think Chainsaw Man intrigued me more. So I think the best is yet to come, because as they explained, like, you could have a devil for anything.
Yeah.
So
dude.
if you could think of something like bad in the world or like harmful, it's like there could be a devil of that.
Yeah.
So it just feels like
because I've had this conversation. What do you think is like the biggest devil then?
It sounds like the gun is a damn menace.
There's no way the gun devil gets introduced this early and it's the biggest devil.
It's like the biggest.
There's no way.
But
there's no way.
Talking about Gun Devil as if it's like Sukuna from Jujutsu,
no,
where you got to take these pieces to get the full power Gun Devil.
The Gun Devil may have a massive.
He's taking out whole continents.
Yeah, it may have a massive effect. But what if Gun Devil is just like the runner for the main guy? You know.
It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case.
Like,
Yeah,
they're
it's like,
already already planning. They have enough.
Makima is the main guy. I'm telling you this right now.
Okay.
But, all right,
I'm just saying.
That's my theory.
Like,
wild.
they are now have enough chunks where they can lead towards the Gun Devil, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not the baddest one. If we're already on the lead for it,
Yeah.
there's no way it's the baddest one. So I want to know what's above that.
It's the woman who rips people's souls from a distance.
Well, and so they...
And then turns around and is like, Denji-kun,
Well, I mean, at the
I
end
would
of
like
the
a
last...
handkerchief, please.
At the end of the last episode, they had like a teaser of, I guess, like a new character who we haven't met yet. But it's like, who is this supposed to be? And then I saw a bunch of hype online. It's like, like you anime onlys don't even know.
She's from the manga.
Yeah, it's like, it's about to pop off for real.
I can't stand those peeking out motherfuckers, dude. Like, can we just enjoy something? Can we enjoy something together as a community instead of being gatekeepers on every single thing?
Well, it's like if they have a teaser for her, I have to assume she's gonna be like a bad bitch. Like, I mean,
And she is!
yeah, well, that's
In
why.
a different
It's like,
sense.
yeah, but it's like, you don't have to be like, oh my god, just wait till she is in the It's like, okay, I will wait, but like, you didn't have to tell me that. It's like, I was gonna wait anyway. I wasn't about to read.
Oh, well,
Not that there's anything wrong with reading.
No,
manga.
no, I mean,
I'm
we
just
can read.
saying. Yeah.
But
Fuck Reed.
we gotta get to it. Out of 10. Drum roll, please, Beej.
I'm sticking with a 8.5 out of 10. I'm super intrigued. When there's more available, I'll be there day one. I'm watching that shit immediately.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Dude, I would watch a fucking Chainsaw Man movie. I think that
I
would
watch Chainsaw. I'd watch that shit right
I can't even
now.
imagine what that would be.
Could you imagine the thirst traps they throw in there? Good lord.
Dog with like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Come on now.
I'd have to wear jeans to that movie.
Compression shorts.
Oh, Lord.
Fully dorked.
And with that being said, what do we most look forward to? What is one event that you want to find out for the next season?
I mean, for me
'cause
personally,
For me, I want to know the power of Sensei.
yeah.
I want to know what the hell his contract is. And I also am a little disappointed in Future Devil's ability. I'm like, you need to be helping out my man Aki more if you're going to be residing in this dude, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're stronger than what you're giving
he
off.
really hasn't done much, has he, for him?
Yeah, so I'm like, you got to be stronger than that if you have a hefty contract. So that's what I look forward to. I just want to learn more about their power system, how everything works, because I'm very intrigued by the sacrifices. So that's what I'm most looking forward to. But what about you guys?
Well, I'm a villain guy,
No, Lord.
so I don't want the Gun Devil to disappoint me.
I'm imagining this man with like a little chain around his neck, and the little and Maki holding it. Foster looking like the dogs from the Chimera.
Oh, that was
Ant
in the
Hunter x
intro,
Hunter.
man. Dog, you're like Denji in the intro for Makima.
Yeah, he is. Cheesing.
Yeah.
She's not a villain because she's on my side. So, no, I want to the Gun Devil. I need to like him. He's the big bad.
Oh, he needs to do something disrespectful.
He needs to be
for you.
disrespectful. He needs to be badass. I need a dope character design. I need a dope voice actor. I need all of that. If he's the Gun Devil, where we're all chasing after,
Yeah.
he can't be nonchalant in a weak way. He'd be nonchalant in a badass way,
Yeah.
like not care and then blow off 3 cities. But I need him for some personality. Because right now there's no villain. We fight devils. I need my villains to have some personality.
I hear you. Okay, we can do that. And then Beej, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, I just thought it was weird because we didn't really discuss like the main like villain or like how everything like went down. But it was just like that girl who used to be a devil hunter.
Yeah.
Who had just like, I don't know, beef with like.
So
the
I
current
do
devil
like
hunters.
that.
And it was
I
like,
like how they're not just fighting devils.
It's a different faction.
yeah, it's
Which
like,
I like.
Sometimes you're gonna fight devil hunters who have contracts with devils. I feel like that's more dangerous than just pure devils sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, because bad devils just look like a basic-ass bad.
Yeah.
Basic ass bat.
Basic ass.
It's a basic bat.
It's a big ass
He's
bat.
a basic bat with his basic ass wife
know,
or girlfriend or whatever.
Like, if a normal sized bat falls on the ground next to you, I know you're gonna yelp. So
You think I'm a bitch?
Bats are terrifying.
I've seen some things. Bats are kind of.
Have you seen the like huge Australian bats that
Why
are
the
like
fuck
the
would I have
size-
seen a huge Australian bat, Beach?
the internet?
The internet?
I don't know.
I saw it on like on Reddit or something. These things are like the size of like small children,
God damn.
just like hanging.
They're that big, bruh.
Gigantic
Bats. I'm gonna be honest. Bats. If I saw a bat fly next to me, I'd be a little worried.
If I saw a bat, I'm going the opposite direction. I'm sorry.
But they
don't
live
know
all
what kind
over. They live all over Houston, bro.
Yeah, I don't live over
We
here
don't-
anymore.
We don't see them.
okay.
I stay.
We don't
I
see
see
that.
them. They're dead over here all the
Well,
time.
yeah, they're over here.
But they're tiny. They're
at
little
Buffalo
mice.
Nah,
Yeah, those
nah.
are. If you've seen it, I've seen a big bat. Like you've seen a big cockroach, and big cockroaches be like, "Yo, you gotta stop flying next to me." Same thing with big bats.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'll send you something about a big bat because.
Whoa.
Hey, no, I mean it.
Hey, bro.
Oh, that caught me off guard.
Oh,
But shit, the thing I'm looking forward to the most probably Kobani and like her whole thing.
her
I want to know what her contract
I want
is.
to
for
know
sure.
her whole thing. Well, I know how like her parents obviously have like a favorite. And they
Yeah.
want her to go to college, and so they're relying on her for like
Yeah.
essentially straight monetary.
It's kind of bullshit.
I mean, it's terrible. I'm like, okay, I see why you're like messed up, but
It's like Urahana from no, not from Bleach. Uraraka from My Hero.
Oh, yeah,
Her
Ojaka
parents
Ran.
are banking all straight off of her for money. It's that same kind of vibe.
Well, I think in that one, like her parents weren't like insisting on it, but like Uraraka was just like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna help you. And
do
her
it for the
parents like,
rent.
oh, you don't have to. Type shit, but nah, her parents, Kobani's parents are like, all right, you can go into sex work, or you can be a devil hunter.
That's kind of
Yeah.
wild.
It's
Yeah,
like,
they were
bruh, how
ruthless.
old is this girl? It's like, what are you doing this
I don't
to
care
her?
what age you are. If my,
Yeah,
if my
well,
parents
yeah,
are
yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean,
yo,
well, that too, but yeah, especially when they're like a young one, it's like they have their whole
They're-
lives
they're
ahead
dirty.
of them. Yeah,
chicks
but
splitting for money.
it's between that or like the whole Aki versus the Gun Devil, because I don't know how much time is going to be in between this first season and second season, and he
Denji takes down
at the most has 2 years to live
yeah.
or something like that, and then or no, it didn't get halved, but
I thought his lifespan did get halved.
well, yeah, but then he asked the Curse. He's like, "Hey, Curse, like, how much longer do I have?" And they're
Yeah.
like, 2 years.
He's like, shit. Fuck.
Like, we're gonna watch this dude die. Like,
Yeah, it's just gonna have to happen,
Yeah,
bro.
It's either
Have
it's
to
either
happen.
Denji and Aki both kill the gun devil, or it's just Denji because Denji's getting that ass.
well, so I was thinking they might have to, or they might have to mobilize the other divisions.
Yeah.
I thought it was like one division now.
Or no, or I think that's just like the unhinged one. But there are like other
The
divisions.
Unhinged.
Yeah, Squad 4. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean there are other like
All the half devils are together.
yeah.
All the mixed breeds.
Yeah, in Division 4. So, I mean, I'm excited about, like, the other divisions that they haven't really discussed yet.
Because I agree, because they, especially the two that were like escorting Makima the whole time,
Yeah.
and they went to train Aki, right?
Kyoto,
And they're like, you know what, Aki, I fucking can't stand you, motherfucker, because you're weak as shit. And I'm like, you guys are stronger than him? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like,
I felt like he was talking a lot of shit. I don't know.
oh, you just think he
I
was
don't
full of
believe
shit?
him. I don't believe him.
I thought he talked a big game, too. He's like, I hate your face, Aki, but, like, I respect
Same reason why he was talking
Yeah.
a lot of big shit, and then Aki wasn't even like responding to it because to me Aki was like, I know I'm good.
you."
Yeah.
He's like, I know I'm right. So y'all can, you can just keep.
I was
talking shit.
interested, because I'm wondering, okay, so the dudes on the other squads is as nasty?
Nah,
But, I mean,
it's like you can tell
we'll
who an
see.
athlete is in real life. I was like, I saw him. I was like, no, you ain't shit. You okay?
Well, that's what I said about Kobani, though, and there she goes, being
I
nasty.
hated Kobani. She was shrieking, like, let's kill Denji. I'm like, let's give her Kobani while we're at it. Like,
Yeah, let's throw her in the pit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, throw
fuck
her. Who fucking
the
cares?
pit.
There's just something about that, man. But with that being said, guys, let us know what you rate out of the series, and then again, in your Mount Rushmore of Simps. Is Denji in there? Where are you guys putting it? Let us know in the comments, on the website, on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, wherever the hell you put it. Let us know. We are more than happy to consider. And as always, Jana.